and scope of Cheminformatics. Why build a career in Cheminformatics? Hello everyone, welcome to a joint venture by Biotecnika and AstraZeneca. I'm your host Shekhar, and today we are going to talk about a new upcoming fascinating field of Cheminformatics. Yes, you heard it right. This is an upcoming field. This is a field where you get a chance to do a lot of things in the diverse world of biology, chemistry, and computers. And I personally feel this is the right time to jump into this particular Cheminformatics field because it's ever growing, it's upcoming, it's the next big thing, and it is one step ahead of bioinformatics. I'm going to show you all these details in this video, but before I get started, I want to let you know that this video is targeted towards students who are in their graduation, that is BSc or MSc, post-graduation, BSc, MSc, as well as PhD. So if you are anybody who is studying in any of these three levels, which is bachelor's, master's, or PhD level, if you want to get started with your Cheminformatics career, then this is the video to look forward to. So having said that, I'm going to give you 10 aspects. I'm going to give you a clearer picture about Cheminformatics and how it has revolutionized the world of drug discovery and chemical analysis. Let's jump in right here. So the first thing which most of the students ask me is, what is a primary application of Cheminformatics? So first things first, it includes the storage, indexing, searching information about appropriate compounds. So what basically it is, it's a database where we store the compounds information. So it all includes the storage, indexing, and searching information. So more or less like a database, right? But there is more to it. Now this data pertaining to different chemical entities or chemical moieties is stored, and you can use a computer to access this chemical database and find out, okay, what are the implications, what are the uses, how you can use them, right? Now it is a significant application for the information to analyze, organize, and to solve other newer problems, to understand scientific data. Now whenever you are doing an experiment in the lab, so what happens? Okay, so here is the data which you have received. Now you're wondering how exactly I can use it. So you can go into this database and find out, okay, this is the chemical moiety I have found out, or I have isolated. What could be the possible applications, implications, and usages of this? And all that happens in Cheminformatics. Now, this is just a basic vague way of saying Cheminformatics, but there is much more to it. Let me jump right in. Now the first thing is, it is an emerging field of IT. Now what is IT? We all know information technology. Now we all are living in an information technology era. Now why we say that? Because you are listening me through the internet. I'm able to communicate through internet, and we are seeing the advent of the computers revolution. The last century, we saw the biggest thing happening is the computers, and then the internet, right? So because of the IT tools which we have today, we have a lot to accomplish. And I've always said in all my videos that you have to stand at the boundaries of arts, science, and commerce. Now you look at Steve Jobs. Okay, Steve Jobs was the co-founder of Apple. What he did, he created something in computers, made it beautiful using the arts, and commercialized that technology, right? The same way, you have to stand at the boundaries of physics, chemistry, biology. Physics, chemistry, biology. When you stand at the forefront, at the frontiers of technology, and add a tadka of computers, then you have a chance of growing faster in your career. Yes, you heard me right. Cheminformatics is that field where you are combining your expertise of physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, biochemistry, statistics, and informatics, which is an interdisciplinary approach. Now, let us take a recent example. Okay, Steve Jobs, he is no more, he's history. What about Elon Musk? What he's doing? He's also creating a barrier, he's creating an interface in between the body and machine, right? So he's also trying to ride on the shoulders of Computers, information age, right? That's what you have to do. You have to, sit on the shoulders of IT revolution and revolutionize your biological and chemistry field. And that's how you can do that. Using bioinformatics tools and cheminformatics tools, you can do that. So you have to combine your ideas and applications of physics, chemistry, biology, maths, biochemistry, statistics, and informatics, right? A wonderful tool emerges out of this, and that's called cheminformatics. Now, having said that, okay, it's the extended version, it's the emerging field, and it's correlated to IT, but what's next? It helps you predict the chemical properties. So you did one experiment, you've got the molecule. Now, molecule I have. Now, do I need to go through hundreds and thousands of experiments to know what will be its chemical properties? No, just go in and check in the database and you will know, okay, since it has got these many functional groups, these are the things which it can happen. And then, so you can easily elucidate, you can easily find out the chemical properties through cheminformatics. So that's the first application. The second one is you can analyze analytical chemistry data. Now, what are those? You have NMR, okay, a lot of other spectroscopy data you have, right? So whatever data you achieve through analytical chemistry, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy, other type of spectroscopy, all that data, right, you have got at one place. Now, you can use cheminformatics to analyze the data and find out a conclusive result. So it's like, you are a Jyotishi of biosciences. You have the entire data, but just by looking at it, you can say that Shani pe Mangal Bhari, right? That's what you can say if you know cheminformatics, and that's where the second application comes. The first one, which I told you here, prediction of chemical properties. Okay, but if you have done some experiment and you already have the spectral lines, you have got the spectral data, you can use that to analyze the analytical chemistry data and reach to a conclusive result. What's next? You can also do computer assisted, it's called as CASE, computer assisted structure elucidation, right? So based on the data which you receive, by just analyzing that data, you, with the help of computers, and let me tell you, computers are getting smarter. So there was an era of computers, then came the supercomputers, and now we are seeing an era of quantum computers, right? So quantum computers are going to come. Now, if we are able to elucidate the structure of that molecule without even going into an experiment, isn't that wonderful, right? And that's what we get with the help of cheminformatics. That is CASE, computer assisted structure elucidation. Moving ahead, it's not just the end game, there's much more to it. So now you can also do computer assisted synthesis design. So now, without even doing the experiment, by adding two chemicals virtually in the virtual world, using the computer assisted synthesis design, you can predict what will be the next compound which will come out, isn't it? Now, many students can argue, sir, I have studied biology, why should I learn chemistry, right? Why should I learn cheminformatics? Correct question, let me answer you. So at the atomic level, your body is physics. At the molecular level, your body is chemistry. And at the cellular level, your body is biology. You cannot eliminate or remove any one among the three. Physics, chemistry, biology, all three are interlinked. At the atomic level, you are physics. At the molecular level, you are chemistry. And at the cellular level, you are biology. And biology and chemistry go hand in hand. So does pharma and biotechnology, right? If you say, no, I don't want to study chemistry, then my dear friend, you are mistaken. If you want to grow in your career, you must know a bit of chemistry. In fact, a lot of chemistry, right? So that's where computer-assisted synthesis design, CASD, comes into picture. A lot we will be talking today, but as of now, I've given you 4 applications of cheminformatics through which you can do what now? Let me tell you. Now, cheminformatics is associated with drug discovery. Okay, so what's the drug discovery exactly? Drug discovery is the process through which we can find out a drug for a particular disease. As simple as that. So if we have COVID, we know, okay, what's a vaccine? If we have typhoid, we know what's a vaccine. If it is just a common cold and cough, we know. So how exactly are finding the drug through this process? And cheminformatics is associated with it. Now, we saw this rise in the use of this particular technology of cheminformatics during COVID-19 pandemic. Now, everybody was gravitating towards virology or vaccine design. But how exactly you do that? What's the process? What's the procedure? Here it is. Cheminformatics is that procedure. Remember, upskilling yourself or reskilling yourself in cheminformatics is a very, very good idea, and I'm going to tell you how to do that, but stay tuned for that. But as of now, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the challenge was, okay, I have to find out this vaccine faster than anyone else. I have to design this vaccine faster than anyone else because people are dying out there, right? So if people are dying out there, the biologists had less time. So what they did, they used cheminformatics tools to do that, right? So now, we also saw COVID moonshot projects, COVID molecular structure and therapeutics hub, which was created by government, and various private ventures together came in and did that. And they utilized bioinformatics tools and cheminformatics to find the drug discovery, to accelerate the drug discovery process. But there's more to it. Now that all that happened, now it aids into the modern drug discovery approach. Now the approach is changing. Earlier the approach was the old scientific method, which was slow. Now over a period of time, they realized that the slow method is no good because we have to find the molecules faster, which works on the human body without any side effects. That's where now cheminformatics is a accepted tool. Okay, very easily people say, okay, you have a problem, go for cheminformatics, you can elucidate, you can find out. So this traditional method which was there, it was time consuming, okay, and voluminous data was being generated. What cheminformatics does is, with the help of AI, they are able to expedite the drug approvals and circulation. In fact, the Moderna vaccine which we saw came out of the cheminformatics and bioinformatics tools. So you have the answer there. Cheminformatics is now an accepted methodology for modern drug discovery. So if you want to make a career as a scientist in various global pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, you must have the basics very, very clear. Now, moving ahead, cheminformatics is the future of data science in bioscience. Now, why do I say that? Now, biosciences generates a lot of data, patient data, disease data, molecules data, and a lot of analytical data. Now, all that data is what? It can be easily analyzed using data science, and that's the reason now data science is totally dependent on which particular programming language. Please tell me. That's Python, right? So Python is one programming language which the experience of that is also required, and that is why we are giving the Python certification course. The link is given in the description. You can check that out. So now a correlation between data science and cheminformatics is established, and with the help of Python and other such programs, biologists are able to work. Okay, they are able to elucidate, they are able to work faster, right? So with the vast volumes of data we are getting, we as researchers, we are able to pick pace, and now no longer it is like biosciences is a slow field and biosciences discovery happens once in 10 years. Doesn't happen anymore. It's not the penicillin era, it's the computers era. And computers era, we can take the data, put it into the program, crunch it out, and find out the solution. And that's what cheminformatics promises to us. So basically it's standing in between biosciences and computers. With the advent of artificial intelligence, data science, Python, and of course cheminformatics, you have a clear roadway to success in drug discovery, and that's what is happening right here in front of us. Now, cheminformatics and bioinformatics, you can say, they complement each other, they're sisters. Okay. Now, why do I say sisters? Because while bioinformatics deals with interpreting genes and proteins, but what cheminformatics does, it picks out the complex, smaller molecules. Okay, so this is working at the genes level and the proteins level, while the cheminformatics is working at the chemistry level, which is the molecules level, like I told you earlier. And now it helps you elucidate, and the drug target and the lead moiety can be generated. So on one hand, you have the genes. So using bioinformatic tools, you can look at the impact of these drug moieties on the genes. On the other side, you can easily elucidate and find the drug target on the genes or on the target molecule in the RNA or DNA, and you can easily generate the drug. Okay, so that's what we say, kill two birds with one stone. And with this, I remember one very important line which you all should know: never ever keep all your eggs in the same basket. I know it. I have done that mistake, and I know it in the worst possible manner. It hits you hard when you are the weakest. Okay, so if you don't have, you have the biological data, if you do not add on the top of it, if you don't try to kill two birds with the same stone kind of a theory, I know it takes a lot of pain to learn. Okay, learning ability is something which you will have to develop, but don't get scared out of Python. Don't get scared out of cheminformatics or bioinformatics. See, these things are tools which you will be anyways using in your PhD or postdoc, or maybe you are using already. So learning its basics doesn't harm. And that's what cheminformatics is all about. Bioinformatics and cheminformatics are sisters. So you should know both the sisters, right? Kill two birds with one stone. That's what it does. Now, cheminformatics has wide range of applications. Where? Toxicology. Now look at the KYC series which I conducted in Biotecnika app. All the places wherever pharma companies are there, they have toxicological studies of drugs. Pharmacology, again, a science where we study the impact of drug moieties and drug molecules on the body cells and body receptors, right? So that's where pharmacology. Environment, okay, fine, we built a drug, the person consumes, it gets eliminated through urine and feces. Now what impact it has on the environment? Nobody looks at that, but cheminformaticians can look at that just sitting in front of computers. Analyzing and molecular modeling. Again, cheminformatics comes handy there. So you can see the implications of cheminformatics, wide range of implications in toxicological research, pharmacological research, environmental research, analytical research, and modeling, right? So not the regular modeling, molecular modeling, right? So now coming to the pandemic era where we are sitting right now with new variants coming, just like OnePlus phone ka new variants, right? Every 6 months a new variant is coming. Drug discovery has become even more important. Vaccine designing has become even more important. And with the help of tools like cheminformatics, you can do it with a snap of a finger. So why not solve problems faster which the world faces today and tomorrow, right? Agreed that we're just born into the biosciences era. Maybe you are in a BSc or MSc, but the future can be all yours if you know the latest tools and technologies, right? Let me highlight what will be the future of tomorrow. You know, in 10 years today, we discover one drug molecule, and in the next 10 years, you will see technologies like cheminformatics coming up, wherein you will be able to develop 10,000 drug molecules for various diseases in this world through computers. That's the future. And that's where Biotecnika wants you to get to. That's where we want you to be prepared for. And here is where all the global companies hiring the cheminformaticians, Merck, you must have heard of it, GSK, AstraZeneca. These are the three companies. In fact, many more startups are hiring cheminformaticians and at a very, very high salary, because it's very, very rare to get cheminformaticians who are masters of their field, right? So that's where the skill is rare, and the companies are looking for bioinformaticians and cheminformaticians. Now, in addition to that, bioinformatics, computational chemistry, and cheminformatics is the next big thing. Let me tell you, before the quantum computing comes and takes all of you by storm, these are the things you have to be ready with, because the moment quantum biology comes in, all this All this will take a leap, take a jump. It will be like, okay, today we are going in an auto rickshaw, tomorrow we are going in a racing car. That is a kind of difference will happen when the moment quantum biology and quantum chemistry comes up. So it's better to learn today, because if you're not learning cheminformatics, if you're not learning bioinformatics, the day quantum computing comes, you'll be like, I'm left out. So don't be left out. This is where you have to get to. Now, if you stand out of the crowd, if you stand out of the rest of the people, you can be the unicorn. You can be the only person across the world who knows this and who has done high quality research on this, right? And the world worships unique people. The world worships unique qualities, right? Why do you know Elon Musk? Why do you know Jeff Bezos? Why do you know Steve Jobs? Why do you know any of the scientists? Is because the quality work they did, right? So here is your chance to do quality work in the world of research in biosciences with cheminformatics. But how can you learn? That's a question. Till date, the cost of learning cheminformatics in a well-to-do institute or lab was somewhere in between 60,000 rupees. Okay, it used to go up to 1 lakh. High quality cheminformatics training used to range from this to this. But today, you can learn cheminformatics virtually without even moving out of your house. Switch on Biotecnika app or Biotecnika website, you could be learning. Now, how exactly this works? Now, better learning from the comfort of your home. Just you can order it online. The link is given in the description. But what exactly is the procedure? We're covering top 5 modules of cheminformatics. The curriculum is given. And this is an internship, not a certification. Let me very clarify this very clear. This is not this is not a certification. This is an internship where first you learn, then you practice, then assignment. That's a LPA mode we follow. Learn, practice, assignment, and then the next class happens, learn, practice, assignment. Okay, so that's where, unless you have completed all the 5 assignments, then only you are granted the internship, right? And it's at 10 days or 15 days, it keeps going on, and we are starting 17th of January. Okay, so the batch starts 17th of January. Okay. And this particular internship will be taught by scientists who have qualified high-level fellowships and scholarships, including the Ramalinga Swami fellowship. Okay, so that's the kind of faculties who are going to teach. Top senior scientists from various labs are going to be there as the faculties here who will be teaching you, who will be training you. The details of them is given in the description. Now, that's about the internship. Now, you have to know that cheminformatics does not discriminate, okay? So many students will say, I'm a biosciences, do I need to learn? I'm a chemical sciences guy, do I need to learn? I'm a physics guy or pharma guy, do I need to learn? Yes, you can. With the advent of every interconnected discipline, all of us can. So biosciences, if you're a biosciences student, BSc, MSc, PhD, if you are a chemistry graduate, postgraduate, or PhD, or a pharma background, B Pharm, M Pharm, D Pharm, whatever is your qualification, this internship is going to benefit you immensely. And with the advent of technology, we are utilizing technology to teach you, to help you intern with Biotecnika and Rasayanika. This is a program where 2 diverse companies, Biotecnika and Rasayanika, are coming together with this joint venture to help you, guide you, mentor you, and establish your brand in the world of cheminformatics. Now, every aspect of life sciences, biosciences, and pharma will be covered. So it's not like if you don't understand, you will be left out. Our teachers, our faculty members, and experts are going to take up all that in detail. And you have to know that, in fact, cheminformatics is all about interconnection between pharma, life sciences, and chemistry, right? So it's a natural progression to bioinformatics. If you have already done the bioinformatics basics internship, this is like the next thing which you should be doing, because if you have the basics of bioinformatics, it will be very easy to grasp. And even if you don't have, still our teachers, our faculty members are going to teach from the basic level, okay, to the latest level. And that's what is the promise here. And this particular internship starts 17th of January. There are a few students who are preparing for CSIRNet and they have exam on 29th. Don't worry, you can do that internship next time. But here is something which you should know. If you are enrolling in Biotecnika's CSIRNet Eklavya regular batch, so the Eklavya premium batch is already full, the Eklavya regular batch is open still. If you enroll in that, then you can get the Cheminformatics Internship worth rupees 7,995 free of cost, absolutely. Okay, so this particular internship comes free of cost to those students who are preparing for CSIRNet. Okay, all you have to do is enroll into the Eklavya batch. Now, if you are a student who is targeting the January exam and you may not be available for the 17th batch, don't worry. There will be a next batch for Cheminformatics, which will come next time. So if you enroll now, you will get that next time thing as well. Now, at Biotecnika, we always know one thing. The right decisions of today can have a huge impact on your career 10 years from today, right? Starting Biotecnika was one of the best decisions I took, and see what it has done to me. That's what I'm saying. If you take the right step today into Cheminformatics, this is the next big thing. You could be the biggest Cheminformatics company in the future. You may start that, right? So you have to look at the returns of investment. Unless you get started, you do not get to anywhere, right? So it's time to bring in change. A welcome change into your career, accelerate your career with Cheminformatics Internship, and we are ready to give you free if you're enrolling into the Eklavya batch. However, if you don't want to enroll into the Eklavya batch, or if you are not preparing for CSIR, nothing to worry. You can still enroll into the Cheminformatics Internship. The link is given in the description. And yes, if you have any questions, anything you want to know about Cheminformatics, anything which still, keeps you awake at night, I think you should ask Biotecnika, because that's what is our expertise, helping all of you. So thank you so much for watching this video. It was a real pleasure to help all of you and understand the world of Cheminformatics and how Biotecnika can help you. At this juncture, I can only say that decisions make your life or break your life. Choose wisely. Put your best foot forward, learn from the best, leave the rest. World will come at your feet if you are ready with the right knowledge, the right application of that knowledge, and with the right mentor. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye.